lines, but that's not because I don't want yours to have lines. Yours does have, everybody have the paper that has lines? Okay. It's because I want you to be able to see what I'm writing up here. Okay. So going through the websites and the sources that you see, well, we're working on this thesis means I believe this because, but we're big boys and girls. We're seventh and eighth graders. We're not writing. I think ice cream vanilla flavor is the best because we're seventh and eighth graders, right? We're beyond that. So what we're gonna shoot for here is big boy writing when we're doing. So as long as it needs to take, Zach, to plan out, Caesar, what we are writing. Hey, Jaden, stay with me. Hi, guys, I know it's mid-afternoon and we know we're spacing out. Let's try to get through it, okay? I'm literally giving you answers to how you do some of this. So pay attention because in the future, you'll need to know how to do things by yourself, okay? All right. So let's say that looking at all the sources, or most of the sources, I was really convinced that I am pro captivity. Okay, we're talking about pro versus cons with captivity. So maybe I am very pro captivity. Don't write this down. If you need to write, it'll be in blue, it will not be in red. Okay. So maybe I am pro captivity. That means I am for captivity. So then I would say captivity is give me another word for good. Is necessary. Oh, look at that big words. For animals that are endangered or in peril because. So if I believe, how many of you guys just show hands that captivity is helping the animals? There's no right or wrong answer. I just want to have an idea. So everybody else is anti-captivity. Is against captivity. Okay. Now, let's say I said captivity is necessary for animals that are native and animal because, and then I would put in blank and blank and blank. I would do my three reasons. Do you understand? So I would say captivity is necessary for animals that are endangered or peril because blank, blank, and blank. And nice and simple. Okay. And don't have to put the websites, don't put anything yet. We'll get there, but not yet. But let's say I was anti captivity. So that sounds like most people here after watching the videos. So you would say captivity, and I'm going to write this in blue, but wait till I finish writing so make sure that you agree. Captivity hurts and harms animals, even if endangered or in peril, because, and my three reasons would be blank and blank and blank. Now, how do I come up with what my reasons are? Well, great question, Cornisha. You'll pull out your beautiful chart that you wrote. Oh, sorry, teacher. Let's take Cornisha's chart. Cornisha. Oh, strawberries. All right, so let's say I am Cornisha. My name is Cornisha, okay, strawberry. All right. So I would say I'm against captivity. So let's read some of Cornisha's points that she picked, okay? I'll try to, I don't have a thing over here with me. No. I'll try to show you what I mean. Everybody with me? PETA was against in their advertisement. They're telling people not to go to circuses because they capture. Okay, capture animals. Animal rights programs. Why they would support animal captivity. Okay. In some places, animals are captivated. They often get abused, though. That's a different point. So maybe I can think about using that one. Notice I'm using different colors here. Okay. All right. Let me go back to my point. Let's see if I find anything else that's about capturing animals. And I'm going to mark that in red. Oh, that came out ugly. And I'm going to go down here and I'm going to say on their website, it says with threats on the rise and blah, blah, blah. Oh, SeaWorld's pro. So I don't want to use that because I want to use against, right? So LCA was against. It says jawsuits, transfer beluga whales. Again, oh, this is capturing. This is about capturing animals. Hold enough evidence against for getting more animals. Oh, that's about capturing animals, right? They raise a lot of campaigns, donations to help animals that are abused, going extinct. Oh, there's more about animals being abused. I'm going to put that in blue. Okay, maybe I pick three colors here. Remember, we are looking for three reasons. So I'm going to go down and read Cornicia's paper a little bit more because I'm Cornicia and I'm reading Cornicia's paper. IMMP is also against captivity, so I'm going to pick them. For more than 30 years, protect dolphins, whales, ocean environment. They directed historic release of orca whale. That kind of has to do with capturing animals. Pioneer dolphin safe tuna fishing standards. Also, this has to do with laws. So the laws, that's something else. So the laws don't necessarily protect the animals. Okay, that's an interesting point. I haven't thought of that. You're going to look through your research and see what points do we see over and over, right? If you're against captivity, what are the points over and over? So if I'm going to write my thesis, I'm going to say captivity hurts and harms animals, even if endangered or in peril, because of, and what are the three that we just talked about? Cheating off Cornicia here a little bit. Right? Because the capturing of animals is often inhumane. You guys know what inhumane means? Not very nice, right? They do it in a way that remember the blackfish video, they separate the orcas from their moms. Once the pods die together, like when new animals are born, they don't keep the animals together. Remember this? Sounds familiar? Because the capturing and acquisition of animals is often inhumane. What else? What is another reason Cornicia would be against animals in captivity? Are often abused and tortured. And what would be my last reason? And laws that protect animals in captivity are not great. That would be my thesis. If you don't have any three reasons on I would even say if it helps you highlight your three reasons colors. So if I'm Cornicia, I'm gonna go over here and say because capturing of animals is often inhumane, and I'm gonna highlight that. Oh, that's not highlight. I'm gonna highlight that. Turn this. Okay, animals in captivity are often abused or tortured. Let me highlight that. Ew. I don't like any of these colors. And laws that protect animals in captivity are not great. That's my third reason. So maybe I would do that in like a green. Okay. So there's my 1, 2, 3 right there. Okay. Now, am I done? No, I need to finish out an introduction paragraph. You don't need to go nuts. You don't need to go nuts. But you need to write me 2 or 3 more sentences. Okay. You do not need to go into specific about these yet. For example, something that we could say, you do not copy this one, please. Something that we could say is many, much of the research. Yes, sir. Sounds good. Much of the, well, I needed you 20 minutes ago, but yeah, but we're doing research right now. We're doing that. Okay, so you're taking a 0 on research? Okay, so you might as well pack your bags because you take a 0 on research, you're just going to repeat the quarter. So you're going to have to figure it out, buddy. You got to come up here when classes are here. I can't be chasing you. Much of the research is not my fault. You weren't here yesterday, but much of the research on animal captivity suggests. Oop, I spelled that caca. Much of the research on animal captivity suggests that animals are not helped or happy in captivity. Captivity. What else can we say? Animals in captivity are, and we're going to put according to these sources here because I don't want to say I made that up in my head, right? Animals in captivity are restricted and sometimes starved of needed food and water according to our sources. Meanwhile, okay, so the last thing I want you to put in your introductory paragraph. Now, why did I say don't copy this? I want you to write something like this. Not exactly what I wrote, because I want you to do it for yourself, okay? So a couple more things. Remember that you need your 3 reasons up here. Even highlight them differently if you have to. But you guys, hi, Caesar, I'm up here. According to sources, okay. Meanwhile, okay, so now let's take one of Cornicia's sources that is pro-captivity. So let's say SeaWorld. We're going to be real specific here. Yes. Yes. What can I do for you? Okay, I'd have to put you on specifically with the classroom teacher because I'm not in his classroom. Hang on one second. Hang on. Cahill, can you give that to Miss S, please? And then Joshua Temple. All right. So let's take a look at one of the resources that Cornicia was not going to use to support her evidence. Because remember, Cornicia's opinion is captivity hurts animals, right? So SeaWorld, for example, says that they're helping animals. Okay, so let's mention that in our introductory paragraph. Meanwhile, organizations like SeaWorld, what can we say about them?
Think they are helping animals when they're really
Right. Let's not say think because we don't know that for sure, but we can say because we can't read minds, but we can say that they are helping animals when they are not. So you're going to use one of your resources against your opinion. You're going to put I believe, right? Captivity hurts. You don't put I believe. No fourth graders. You just write captivity hurts animals. Bam. Say what you mean. Josh, get out from back there. You just say what you mean. Then you have your 3 reasons, which we're going to highlight in different colors. Then you give me a couple more sentences about what you researched, can be specific facts or not. And then you just mention one of the sources that is against your opinion. Okay, so if you're against captivity, you mention one of these progressives. You do something like this, you're a professional. Okay, I'm not expecting anything else, craziness, APA form. We'll get there. Do you have to highlight? No, if you're 130% sure that you have your 1, 2, 3. Okay? If you're 100% sure, now, let me be clear. We are not turning these in, sliding it into Mr. Raphael's desk. I'm done, shovey. I don't want to have to hear about it again. Parker. Okay, that is not what we are doing. Thank you. We are not doing that. In order to turn these in, you must have it looked at by a teacher. It doesn't have to be me. It can be Miss A. It can be me. It can be Mr. B. It can be Mr. Powell. It can be Miss S. It can be Miss Janice. It can be Miss Elaine. It could be Mr. Rick. If a teacher says, okay, this is good, and puts their signature on it, then you may turn it in. So what are the requirements on it? Let's go over it again. Okay. The requirements on your thesis, which is due this coming Monday. Okay. Remember, you don't have school Friday. Yeah. The requirements for your thesis are your opinion, your 3 reasons, a couple other la sentences about what you read about, a couple sentences of research, right? Make it special, make it stand out. And then one sentence that contradicts your opinion. Just super in depth. Okay. I know a lot of you are going to end up using SeaWorld. That's fine. I just don't want you to write it exactly like mine. I want ours to be slightly different. All right. Okay. Your tummy's hanging out. Bye, buddy. If there's anything on that table that's yours, get rid of it, please, including that water bottle and that painted calculator. All right. Let's go ahead and get our book thief stuff. Let's go ahead.